This is 30 minutes of yoga conditioning core with me, Dara. I am in Hawaii today. I'm normally in Los Angeles. Join me weekly for live class. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to just do this quiet today. Just listen to the outside. No music. Bring your own music. All levels. 30 minutes of core. We're going to start off in standing, then we're going to take it down onto the mat. We're going to do some deep advanced core work. I'm going to show you options. I'm a PT first, so I'm always going to give you guys some injury prevention tips. Let's get started. So we got 30 minutes. We're going to start off in standing, a little bit of an easy yoga warm-up, and then take it down onto the mat. Come to the back of your mat. Take a nice long inhale, reach to the sky. Just reach side to side. Get some length in your spine. Just checking in with your body, just going nice and slow this first round. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, bring your arms all the way down. We're going to go through this easy sun salutation A sequence 3 times. Then we're going to finish our warm-up, get into the floor. We got some advanced core work. I will guide you through that. Knees are nice and soft. Just let the back relax. Hang out here for one more breath. And then on your next inhale, halfway lift, flat back, straighten out the knees. Get a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Brace with your abs, hinging at the hips. Hold it here for one breath. Nice little stretch here. And then bring your hands down, step back into plank. We don't have really that many planks today, so let's just take advantage in our warm-up. A little bit of shoulder strength. Spread your fingers wide, push away from the mat, engage those shoulders, right? So I'm not here, I'm here. Abs are on, one breath. Exhale, knees down, slowly lower elbows close to your sides, chaturanga. We are almost done with this flow. Uncurl your toes. Press yourself up to a little baby back bend. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Engage your lats, hold it here. Nice extension in the spine. Exhale back down. Uncurl your toes. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. That's the entire flow. You do not need to be great at yoga to get some benefits from this nice little easy yoga warm-up. Easy, easy guys. Pedal those feet out. Let's go through that sequence 2 more times. That's it. Drive your hips high to the sky. Spread the fingers wide. Push away from the mat. Pedal the feet. Give your calf and ankles a nice little stretch. Easy, easy, easy. And then walk your hands back to your feet, round 2. We're just going to go through this 2 more times, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Articulate through your spine. You need mobility in that spine, right? Not just strength. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Arms come down, knees are soft. Hang out, shake it out. Release any tension, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. I go through this every Friday. Join me Fridays. I'm not always here, but classes every Friday. Hold it here, stretch, nice hammy stretch. Abs are braced, hold it, one breath. Hands come down, plank. Tall plank, push away from the mat, strong, engaged core here, right? We're not hanging, we're here. Exhale, knees down or all the way down. Chaturanga, control. Whatever version feels right for you, uncurl your toes, press yourself up. If you wanna come all the way up into this up dog, if this feels nice on your spine, go for it. Again, engage your back, support that spine, pull the shoulder blades down your back, hold it here. This should feel nice on the back, not pinchy, right? Brace with your abs just a little bit. Exhale back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. One more round, then we're moving on. We're gonna finish out our warm-up, and like I said, every class, I've got my advanced core circuit right in the middle, right? A little spicy ab work, all levels. I will show modifications. Again, listen to your body, modify as needed. Pedal these feet, calf and ankles. Then we finish with a stretch, and that is it for class. Core strength is key for everybody. My active adults, my 40 plus, my runners, my bikers, anybody rehabbing their injuries, lower back. You guys, we all need it. Roll ups last time. Doesn't need to be long. 30 minutes, you can get a lot done. Last round, inhale, reach, lengthen, tall spine. Think about crown of the head to the ceiling. Nice aligned postures, ears over shoulders. And then exhale, forward fold. Last time. We are moving on. Inhale, halfway lift. Hold it here. Hinge. This is your deadlift, your hip hinge. Abs are on. Hands come down, plank. We might add a little bit more planks to our warm-up. We will see. Hold it here, one breath. Exhale, lower however you need to. Knees are all the way down with control. Up dog or cobra stretch last time. Enjoy it. A little bit of abs on here. Retract the shoulders down. And then push yourself back, downward facing dog. Let's move on. Let's finish out our warm-up. So let's widen our stance. So stay in downward dog. For me, this should feel like a strong calf stretch, hamstring stretch, ankles. And I'm gonna get a little bit wider so that I can finish stacked just like this, right? So I'm not in front, I'm here, right? And I'm gonna push myself back. I'm just gonna go back and forth a couple times, right? Just engaging my shoulders, exhale as I come back, bracing my abs, warming up my core. We have a spicy core circuit today. Reach back to that opposite shin if you can. A little bit of obliques, and reach. We're gonna start off with some obliques first for our series today. Got a series of 3 moves, gonna try to hit everything. And tap. And tap, last 2. 1 more. Perfect, walk your hands back to your feet. Let's finish in standing. So let's finish with a little bit of chair pose. Chair pose is basically just your air squat, right? So find the stance that feels right for you. Give your hips some space. So when you come deep into that chair, right, that you're not pinching into the hips a lot. You can go as low as you can. So arms are gonna go overhead. Find the stance that feels right to you. Inhale, exhale, sink low into chair. Back is flat. So I'm not here, I'm not here. Back is flat. Now if your arms go overhead and you notice that your back is arching, bring them down a little bit. Abs on, eyes are forward, hips are back, weight is in my heels. And then just come back up. Exhale, forward fold, shake it out. Roll back up. Let's do that chair pose 2 more times. Easy chair, just to get the hips warmed up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink back into chair. Your chair pose is your back squat. Sink back into my squat. Again, I'm not here, knees forward, I'm back. Weight is in my heels, my toes are planted. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Arms go wherever feels right to you. Work on some depth. Get that booty low. Low as you can. Hold it here for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Stand it up. Shake those legs out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it all out. Last time, bring the feet close together. Let's add a little bit of a twist to our chair. Roll back up. Last part of our warm-up. Inhale, reach to the sky. Tall spine. Abs are braced. Exhale, sink low into chair. My feet are close together. They can be touching or close. Sinking back into my chair. Knees are back. And then bring your arms down to heart center here. Pinch those shoulder blades back, right? So we don't want to be here. We want to be here. Pinch the shoulder blades back. Open up the chest. Abs are braced. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist to the left. If you can, right? And if you can hook that elbow to the outside of that knee, go for it. If not, that's okay. We're just finishing out our warm. Get the booty warmed up. Get the hips warmed up. Legs, right? Core. Hold it here. Upper back is open. I'm not rounded. Open. Back to center. Twist the other way. Almost done with our warm-up, guys. Then we're gonna get into the main set. Last few breaths here. Inhale, back to center. Roll back up, shake it out. Come onto the mat, hands and knees. Let's do a little bit of cat-cow to finish out our warm-up. Then I'm gonna walk you through this core circuit we have today. So again, core class, I host it every week. I always suggest for my clients, my athletes, at least 2 to 3 times a week. Keep that body resilient, keep your spine healthy, stable, working on your abs, definition, whatever your goal is. Core strength, easy add. Join me Fridays, subscribe to the channel if you wanna join every Friday. So finishing out our cat-cow here, we've got obliques. We've got some deep core work. We're gonna do a little bit of a reverse crunch for a middle move. We've got 3 moves today. And then we're gonna do a hold with a kick, right? So kind of a spicy setup today. Got some deep holds. We've got a hollow body hold with a flutter kick at the end. Starting with the obliques. Easy obliques. Let's come into seated. Easy obliques. If you have weights, you can grab them for this Russian twist. If not, that's okay. Just join me sitting up nice and tall, grabbing behind the thighs. Abs on, back is engaged, right? I'm not here, I'm here. Legs can come up if you want. Find that little balance point. If you don't have weights and you want to just challenge yourself with the balance, here. And if you do have weights, we're going to add them to this twist. So, right, a little bit of obliques, Russian twist. This is our first round, first move. So we've got, again, Russian twist. I'm sitting up nice and tall. If you don't have weights, that's okay. Focus on this rotation right through that belly button. I'm twisting side to side. Right, nice obliques engaged. I'm not rounded, I'm sitting up. Chest is open, right? Nice twist. Go for some nice range of motion, meaning I'm really reaching side to side. You grab anything. If you got a water bottle, anything, right? Your dog, some free dumbbells. I usually add weights to this class, totally optional, right? You're gonna get a great workout in regardless. Add some nice rotation. Here we've got reverse, deep abdominal crunch next, and then we've got that hold. So we're getting a little bit of everything for class today. 3 moves, 3 rounds, that's it for today. This should feel like a nice long burn. This first round is gonna be our longest. Just settling in, nice rotation here. Good for the digestion, nice obliques, that's your engagement across your body, driving power, right? Let's do our last few, and then we're gonna come down onto our back. In 4, in 3, in 2, in 1, on your back, reverse crunch. So you're gonna reverse crunch, and then you're gonna lower the legs down, right? So I'm gonna be here. Level 1 is just squeeze pelvic floor, lift my booty up like this, and tap. So that's your level 1, right? Still requires that deep bracing, pulling yourself up. If you want to, extend and scoop, right? So control it here. So as I scoop my legs down, I'm keeping my lower back pressed down. Now, for a lot of people, if you're not doing this correctly, you're really gonna bother your back, right? So PT here, the PT Dara is telling you, keep your lower back really pressed down. That requires a lot of abs control in the front. So scoop, lower. Hard one, right? As the legs lower away from you, a little bit of the lower abdominals, pulling, stretching, maintain that deep core connection here. So challenging move, right? We're gonna kind of feed off of this in our third move, that hollow hold. Again, if this is really challenging on your lower back, just tap, right? Squeeze, taps a little bit of that pelvic floor, deep squeeze, lift and lower. Squeeze and lower, right? You guys got options, right? So again, some advanced moves here. If you are not sure that you can keep that lower back, lift the head up. That's also gonna help you. Lifting that head, it'll press that rib cage down, connect. Let's do 4 more here. In 3, in 2. Beautiful, shake it out. Hollow body hold is our last move. Again, 3 rounds. This is a 30-second hold. You need to press that rib cage down again, locked in here, arms and legs hold, right? So that's 30 seconds. So really set yourself up. I'm gonna show you guys options. Level 1 is here. Level 2, level 3. 30 seconds, you're gonna finish with a kick. So get ready. Lower back is pressed down. Let's start that off. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, get ready. Press the lower back down, rib cage down, hold. 30 seconds. Hollow hold. Tuck that chin in. Arms and legs are up. Again, the higher the legs are, the easier it is. The lower, the harder. Easiest is here. 30 seconds. Lower back needs to be pressed down. We have 10 seconds, and then we're gonna kick those legs out. Get ready. Hold, 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 hold. In 3, in 2, and 1, kick for 5, 4, kick, 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 make it hurt. 3, hard, hard, hard. 2, 1, rock yourself back up into seated. We're not taking a break. Let's get back into that Russian twist. Round 2, we're not taking breaks. So again, this class is really aimed for some core conditioning, right? So we're going for nice endurance. So for my endurance athletes, but for anybody, you want to challenge your core, not just in these short little bursts, but we've got a nice long continuous set. Really making this deep core work for us as we do life. We're riding a bike for hours, we're running for hours, we're walking all day, we're working all day to have some deep core engagement, right? So this class is not about super heavy weights. We're really working on some stability, supporting our spine, some endurance for our core to protect our bodies, and then also maybe a little bit of muscle definition if you're working on a little bit more intense ab work, right? Some advanced work, adding a little bit of weights or adding some depth to those moves, making them a little bit more complicated, right? So again, we got some obliques here, round 2 of 3. Challenge yourself. Maybe you play with, if you don't have the weights, maybe you play with tempo, right? So we want to get a diversity of our core moves. We're doing some rotational work. We're doing some holds. We're doing some crunch. You want to hit all those different facets of your core. Even if your goal is just more ab definition or if it's more strength and stability here, right? All the way around. Deep core. Last few, lifting the legs up, maybe challenge yourself with some balance to that core. Hold it here, making sure we're not collapsing. Don't dump into the lower back, still sitting up nice and tall. Back is engaged and my abs are engaged. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Reverse. Crunch is next. You pick whichever version. We are not taking breaks. Keep it going. This is metabolic, meaning we are not resting. We're getting into this circuit. Spicy. I said it was spicy, and it is spicy today. Again, reverse, lower. You pick. And if you're not sure that you're keeping your head up or that you're keeping your lower back down, lift your head up for a few, right? With your hands, whatever, just to reinforce that position, right? We really need that lower back pressed down. Otherwise, it's putting a lot of strain on that lower back. So really press it down here, especially for this move. It's a challenging one. I'm breathing, deep ab engagement, lengthening, squeeze, lift that pelvic floor. That's gonna lift that booty up. We all have a pelvic floor, engage it. That's your bottom of your core, is that pelvic floor. Here, you got your diaphragm. Here, you got your abs, lower back, obliques all the way around. Let's finish out with these killers. We've got that hollow body hold next with the kicks, if you want. If you've got weights, you can always add weights. Holding them here, here, here. Maybe you add a little crunch with your weights. You guys got options. In a lot of my classes, I add the weights, so today I don't, but trust me, join me next week, you'll get some weights. 4 more. Burn it out. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Rock the knees side to side. Set yourself up for that hollow hold. This is hard, right? Let's get ready. In 3, in 2, in 1. Lift, hold, hold. 30 seconds. And then we got our last round, guys. That's it. Keep holding. Ooh, I'm feeling it today. Abs are gonna be feeling this tomorrow. These ones will make you a little bit sore, right? 3, 2, 1, kick. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Last round. I see the finish line. We're almost there. Let's get there. Stay focused. Again, I said every time you can kind of change a little bit of the emphasis. So maybe you want to go a little bit faster, play with the tempo. Maybe you want to go slower this round. Maybe you want to add the weights this round. Maybe you want to lift the legs up. Challenge yourself, right? Don't get stuck into the routine. Again, we don't need crazy core moves here to get results. It's not about changing it constantly, but to keep continuing getting that progressive overload, you need to change something, right? So we make it harder, we make it faster, we can add more weights, add more depth, get lower, right? You got a lot of options to keep your core working for you, not just from a safety, stability perspective, like lower back pain, but also just from a definition, right? And also from a sports perspective. A lot of my athletes and people that I work with, runners of all ages, right? 80-20, right? Runners, cyclists, you want to be powerful in your sport. Having this engaged deep core working for you is going to make you that much more efficient. And injury prevention, right, too, that's the other part. So we want all the things. Let's finish out class here. We are almost done. Last set, really twist, get that obliques engaged across the body. Rotate your spine as much as it will go. Don't slouch, sitting up on those sit bones. Last few here. 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. On your back, reverse crunch. We're almost done. Last one. Make it your best. Bracing your abs. Rib cage is down. Lower back is glued. Squeeze, lift, whatever version is calling to you that you can perform with great form. Don't get sloppy. Don't get sloppy. Keep it good. Keep it organized. Deep. Deep core. Exhale. Lift. Use that squeeze. Exhale. Squeeze and lift and lower. And lower. Almost done. We've got our hollow body hold. Then we're just gonna cool down and be done. That is it for today. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to get notifications. I will be back in Los Angeles next week. Join me. I'm here in Hawaii today. Grateful. 4 more. 3 more lower. 2 more lower. 1 more. Whew. Those ones you're gonna feel. The next ones we're also gonna feel, right? A little deep burn. So let's finish off in 3. Hollow body hold, get ready. 2, 1. Rib cage is down. Last round, last move. Make it perfect, guys. Locked in. Again, find the level that you can hold with good form, right? So if your lower back is lifting, that ain't it. So find that position where you are just locked in. This one should feel hard AF, hard. Really press the rib cage down, connect here. Abs are on. We are almost done, I promise. I promise in 3, in 2, lower back is down. Kick it out for 5, for 4, almost done. For 3, I promise, almost there. See the finish line. Into extra, 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 extra. Kick it out, kick it out, kick it out, kick it out. And 1, relax. Shake those legs out. Reach to opposite ends of the room. I'm going to squeeze in a little bit of glutes. I either squeeze in a little bit of lower back and a little bit of glutes at the end. Guess what? Today's glutes. Bend your knees. Rock the knees side to side. Knees at 90 degrees. Hip distance apart. Let's finish with a little bit of glute bridge. Then we're going to stretch. Easy peasy. Knees are hip distance apart. Driving through the heels. Squeeze those glutes. This is your hip hinge straight up. We're not rolling. Up. Easy glutes. Just finishing out. Open up the hips. Squeeze those glutes. This should be primary glutes working, not as much lower back. So if you're feeling just the lower back, play with your foot position just a little bit and squeeze those glutes more. Get those glutes to wake up, right? A lot of times, especially if you've got lower back issues going on, your back wants to do all the work. Well, let's change the message, right? Little PT work at the end, a little prehab, a little bit of injury prevention, stronger glutes. Or if you just want stronger glutes, right? Nice little activation, glute bridge, squeeze. Squeeze that booty, lift all the way up. You got to go straight up. This is a hinge. All right, we're not rolling up, we're straight hinging up, engaging those glutes. Finish with some easy glute bridges. Then we are stretching. 2 more here. And then rock the knees side to side. Let's stretch and be done with class for today. We are almost done. Hug the knees into your chest, rock them side to side. Give that lower back a nice little massage. Again, I'm just guiding you through these stretches, modify as needed. Listen to your body. Check out my YouTube playlist. I've got some stretching mobility stuff, especially for the lower back. Hug that right knee in, roll the ankles and the toes around, roll that hip around, get into that hip. Releasing tension anywhere that you might feel. If there's anything else that feels good, now is your chance. Bring that knee across your body. Find that position of your knee that just feels like a good stretch for you, right? Maybe here, maybe here. Open that right arm out. Stretching out that shoulder and chest. Head goes wherever. Release tension, release. Shake it out. Join me Fridays for more live class. I do have core work playlist, just little core snippets for you too. You can always check that out on my channel. When you're ready, come back to center. Figure 4 stretch. Nice hip opener here. This should feel nice on the hips. Reach through. Thread the needle if that feels good. Nice little hip stretch. We'll finish with the other side, and then that is it for today. And unwrap that right leg. Shake that right leg out. Hug that left knee in. Roll the hip around. Little circles. Open it up. See where you're feeling any sticky, tight spots. Bring that knee across your body. Again, same thing. Other side. Open that left arm out. Head goes wherever it feels comfortable, right? Nice little crossbody stretch here. Opening the chest, shoulders. Almost done. Slow down the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. Back to center, figure four. Last moves here. We are almost done with class. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you get something good out of class. Join me next time. Subscribe to the channel to get notifications. Who knows where I'll be next week? Probably Los Angeles, maybe San Francisco. Who knows? Maybe Hawaii. Last breath here. Roll the shoulders. Release all that tension. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. One more breath. Unwrap that left leg. Rock the knees side to side. Easy massage for the lower back. Roll yourself onto your side. Coming up into seated. Finishing with me sitting however you want. You don't need to sit cross-legged. We are done with class. Let's take our last inhale here. Think about that posture. Crown of the head to the ceiling. Ears over shoulders. Lengthened spine. Inhale, reach to the sky. Lengthen. Exhale it out. One more time, and then that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. Inhale, crown of the head to the ceiling, ears over shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale it out. That is it for today. Thank you guys. I hope you got something good out of class. Join me next week. Subscribe to the channel, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day.